美国近年来经济萧条，在科技业引爆最新的金融危机，客户主要来自科技新创的矽谷银行3月10号宣告倒闭。
By the end of 2022, it had $175 billion in total deposits. And here is the anatomy of the bank run, right? This is how much money it had at the end of the year. Just on Thursday, there were $42 billion in withdrawals from depositors, right? So something happened here where people wanted to take their money out, and this bank unraveled here.
3月8号，母公司矽谷金融集团宣布出售价值210亿美元的资产，跳楼大拍卖损失了18亿美元。为了稳定财务，又要发行价值22.5亿美元的新股。10号，银行转而求售，反常的操作让投资人坐立难安，连矽谷创投教父彼得·提尔旗下基金都传出要求投资的公司赶快撤资。
It used those deposits and it bought a lot of treasury securities, which is debt issued by the American government, and mortgage-backed securities as well. And those assets were very, very sensitive to rising interest rates. So as interest rates went up, the value of all the assets that Silicon Valley Bank had bought fell sharply. So when people realized that the value of its assets had fallen and that it might be insolvent, all of its customers had a real incentive to run.
除了银行本身的管理不当，矽谷银行也受到美国经济严重冲击。由于客户以科技公司为主，缺乏多元化，又容易被升息影响，银行面对的已经不是低利率、科技业兴盛的大环境。当科技股大跌，企业裁员，加上创投资本耗尽，客户大量提款，造成挤兑，让外界直呼可能出现下一个雷曼时刻。矽谷金融集团的股价周四3月9号一个交易日就暴跌60.41%，创下1998年以来的最大跌幅。10号一度又跌掉40%。矽谷银行的倒闭引发金融界恐慌，担心其他银行也会出现骨牌效应。
One of the main banks lending to the crypto industry says it is shutting down and liquidating. On Wednesday, Silvergate Capital cited recent industry and regulatory developments for winding down after having served the crypto industry for a decade. Silvergate now finds itself the latest victim of the so-called crypto winter.
早在矽谷银行之前，银门银行 Silvergate Bank 3月8号就结束营业。成立于1980年代的银门，2013年开始转型，提供加密货币业者存款服务。2021年底管理的存款规模还达到143亿美元，结果却遭到交易所 FTX 破产牵连，股价狂跌，引爆挤兑。
Signature Bank was also struggling, so they're involved with crypto, kind of like Silvergate, but they were a little bit safer. They have only a little bit less than 20% of their deposits with crypto, so they're less exposed. And I think the benefits of that are on clear display.
同样是加密货币友善的标志银行 Signature Bank， 紧随矽谷银行之后，在3月12号也被监管机构接管，并且关闭业务，等于3天之内倒掉2家银行。
Signature Bank is a business mostly bank with actually pretty good deposits relative to lending. And it closed mainly because I think the same thing we're seeing across the banking industry, sort of a psychology of investors losing faith in the credit quality of banking in general.
2001年成立的标志，2018年开始主打加密货币业务，银行总资产1104亿美元，存款占了826亿美元，另有653亿美元的贷款，如今却成为第3大的银行倒闭事件。
It creates a huge problem for the blockchain crypto community. Where do they take their money? But there is no clear path. There is no rule of thumb anymore. It's just like whatever you can figure out and do. So for the blockchain crypto community, it's actually the 3 biggest crypto-friendly banks, Silvergate, Signature, SVB, all 3 have disappeared.
眼看加密货币市场又要陷入动荡，美国财政部、联准会和联邦存款保险公司承诺矽谷和标致2家倒闭银行存户的存款可以全数领回，成功稳定市场信心。
All customers who had deposits in these banks can rest assured. I want to rest assured they'll be protected and they'll have access to their money as of today. That includes small businesses across the country that bank there and need to make payroll, pay their bills, and stay open for business. No losses will be, and this is an important point, no losses will be borne by the taxpayers.
3月14号，比特币价格在盘中冲破24000美元，24小时之内，全球加密货币上涨5%，市值来到1.1兆美元。 交易所币安也宣布投入10亿美元买进比特币、以太币和币安币，加密货币行情看涨。
The CEO of Silicon Valley Bank, his name is Greg Becker, hosted a call with clients and said, quote, "My ask is to stay calm because that's what's important. We have been long-term supporters of you. The last thing we need you to do is panic." Well, when that's the ask, as a bank, you're toast.
矽谷银行暴雷，执行长却在破产前几周套现股票和期权，净赚227万美元。不过他也要面临股东的集体诉讼。银行倒闭的问题还让特斯拉执行长马斯克一度考虑收购，把推特转型成为数位银行。
And there are a lot of red flags here. That's certainly one of them. The concentration in one industry. The explosive growth over the last year, they literally doubled in size from 100 some odd billion to over 200 billion in assets, catapulting them into one of the largest size echelon of banks in the U.S. They also had a very, as they say in the banking world and accounting, they had a very mismatched portfolio.
银行倒闭可能还有连锁反应。财经作家、富爸爸穷爸爸作者罗伯特清崎3月11号宣称，第3家银行倒闭近在眼前。市场点名第一共和银行 First Republic Bank 承受巨大压力，截至15号股价1个月跌掉70%。不过第一共和强调财务健全，有强大的资本和流动性。面对金融市场的不测风云。不论财务稳不稳定，银行至少要先稳定投资人信心。